What is happening? I'm N64 Josh, and this is my review of Golf Story on the Nintendo Switch. As always, I play these games as long as I can to try to give you guys a decent review, and if my opinion changes upon playing the game further, I will definitely be updating this and letting you know. So let's jump into this. Graphics, I give it an 8 out of 10. This game is beautiful modern pixel art with chibi cartoon-style sprites. It kind of harkens back to the 16-bit days of the SNES from games like Earthbound, Link to the Past, and I even see a little bit of influence from the Pokemon games, of course. All the main characters, very distinct. You see some NPCs that are reused sprites with just different color schemes, and that may bother some people, but it didn't bother me, and I'll talk about it a little bit more later. Each golf course has its own style, gives it a little bit of extra charm, just kind of helps it stand out from the from each other. It's really nice. Character animations, text bubbles do an excellent job of portraying emotion, and this game is just, it just looks good. It looks good. Let's talk about sound. I give it a 9 out of 10. This is one of those titles where the sound and rumble work really well together to emphasize actions taking place. Striking the ball not only has a great sound, but when combined with the HD rumble, it makes for a very satisfying experience again and again. The sound the ball makes it becomes higher pitched the higher it goes, which is what the Black Box Golf game did on the NES, so I totally love that. The soundtrack is great. I love seeing games like this take advantage of like actual musical instruments, and there's nothing wrong with chiptunes. I love them. They're great. But I love hearing guitar, bass, and drums, and just the actual instruments. So sound is stellar on this game. Story, I gave this a 10 out of 10. Right off the bat, you're pulled into the story and left wondering what happened during the 20 years between the opening scene of the game and where you start playing. You feel for the main character because people kind of treat him poorly, and you kind of got to wonder what's going on there. And you immediately want to see his go-getter attitude pay off. Like he's really out to win and to succeed. So you're kind of pulling for him right off the bat. The title really describes the game well. There's plenty of golf and possibly more story, and great story at that. So 10 out of 10 on story. Content. Between main storylines, side quests, and just playing a quick round, you're going to have plenty to do. The $14.99 price tag, it's going to give you hours of playtime. I say it's a great value. A lot to do. Controls, 10 out of 10. Classic golf controls with a modern twist. You easily add spin to the ball to add a few yards or get the ball to add a little backspin. Wide, turning on precision shots is a nice touch that maybe a few other golf games could use to help get those tricky approach shots. I really like that you can set up and figure out exactly where you need to swing, how much power you need to add, and it's simple controls. It's tap A once to initiate your swing, tap A again for your power, and tap A again for your accuracy. And that's it. It's just simple old school golf, and it's a good time. Gameplay, I gave it a 9 out of 10. It's a great golf game with a retro feel. The RPG elements aren't super deep, but definitely add a nice touch to how, so you can level up your golfer the way you want. You want more power, you want more, backspin, that kind of stuff. You can set it up to be able to golf the way you want to. And to me, that's great. So 9 out of 10 there. Final score is a 9.2. Golf Story is, it's golf, and it's a stellar story. It's extremely engaging, and it's perfectly wrapped in a retro package. Once you pick this game up, it's tough to put it down. You want to know more about the character and his past, and you want to move his story forward. Seeing multiple NPCs that look the same may bother some people, but to me, it brought me back to the way things were in older games on the SNES. Like a lot of times you would see that be the case, that different characters, there would only be a handful of character models, and they would just be different by the colors. So that was fine with me. I almost feel like they did it intentionally just to kind of, maybe pay tribute to some of those older games that it was getting some influence from. This game, in my mind, is really a complete package. If you want to lose yourself for hours in a great story, you can. And if you want to just play, quick 9 holes, you can also do that. There's a reason this game is #1 on the eShop as of recording this. It's because it's great. It really is. So make sure to check out Golf Story. I don't think you will regret it. If you enjoy golfing games at all, it's really a great game. If you enjoy like RPGs or real story-based games, it's going to be a little light on the RPG side of things, but the story just seems really engaging, and the characters are very interesting, and you want to know what's going on and why things are happening, which is, I mean, it's great storytelling. So definitely check this one out. If you have checked it out, let me know what you're thinking of this game in the comments below. If you're on the fence about it, you got any questions about it, feel free to ask in the comments. I'll try to answer as many as I can. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.